Today we're going to be talking about an idea that I heard on a podcast while I was out walking. And it was about finding your 3 fail-proof wardrobe staples. So those 3 items that you kind of can gravitate towards and really know that if you grab them, you can create an outfit. And then on top of that, I decided to take it a little bit step further and do my 3 fail-safe items. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be your everyday wardrobe items, but the 3 items that you always feel your best in. And then I decided to change it up a little bit by adding in 3 items that enhance that look, and then 3 items that elevate every look that you put together. Now, I will start by saying, as I have been learning over the last year, as I've hit my 50s, I really have learned that finding my own style, what works for me, not necessarily what I see out there in mainstream social media, not necessarily what I see on Instagram, definitely not usually the items that I see on a 20-something-year-old that is also a size 0. That's just not me. It's not my body type. I am 50 years old. I am 170 pounds, give or take, and I am curvier. So what I like and what actually makes me feel great when I go out is totally different usually than what I see maybe on someone on social media that I'm like, oh, that looks great on them. It might not necessarily be something that, even though I could probably put it together and pull it off possibly, I just don't feel like my true self. And I've learned as I've gotten over 50 that I really just enjoy things that make me feel like the best version of me. So with that, we're going to talk about these 3, 3, and 3. Now, if you've been around here for a while, I did do the 3, 3, 3 challenge a while ago that's more about packing and finding outfits as well. And I do have a whole video about that. But as I mentioned, I have just kind of resonated with this podcast I heard. I will list it down below. It's called Sustain This. It is definitely more of a podcast about kind of sustainable style, which although is not my main focus, it is something that I am trying to learn more about and learn through that of what works for me now that I'm in my 50s and now that I kind of really honed in more on my style and what I like. I do have a recent video as well, if you are interested, all about kind of life update and changes on me here as I have hit my 50s, things I'm doing, things I'm changing, things that worked and things that didn't work now that I'm 50. So if you're interested, I will put that video up there. But in this podcast, they talked about your 3 fail-proof kind of wardrobe staples that you, no matter what, will always go back to and you will grab and kind of use in a different way to create different outfits. Now, before I get into my 3 items, one of the things that kind of resonated with me as well that they spoke about was a lot of times now we see people out there on social media pushing these, closet staple checklists, what you need for this season. And I have more been focusing on kind of shopping your own closet, finding what you already have, and then filling in the holes where you might need them. But a lot of time there's these checklists out there, right? And they're like, what you need. Everybody needs the, this style of jean, this style, you need a skirt. Everybody needs a little black dress. You need a white button down. You might not wear all of those items. Some of the things that they spoke about that really resonated with me were things like, now I personally love denim. I love jeans. I've got a huge jean collection and denim collection that I cleaned out last fall, and I love denim. Love it. I'm obsessed with it. You might not be a denim person. You might be more an athletic wear person for pants, or you might like more of a tailored pant, or you might be a skirt or dress type of person. So maybe you find a more tailored jean to fit into your wardrobe, or a denim skirt or a denim dress. You need to take those so-called checklists of everything you need, which we don't need everything on that. We need what works for us, and you need to adapt it to your style. Now, a lot of things that I talk about in my videos might not be items that exactly are resonating with you and you're going, yes, denim, that's perfect. That's one of my top 3 or whatever have you. but you think of what your top 3 are. I like to go through these and share these ideas with you guys because I do hope that some of these items, although they might not be the exact item that you resonate with, these items might give you an idea of something you already own in your closet that you go, I really do love wearing whatever that item is. As I mentioned, one of mine is denim. I have also found at my age, I've kind of strayed away from those checklists because it's great if you're starting from scratch or you're someone who really doesn't know their own style or what they love. Try some of those items. However, they don't necessarily help me because I do have a lot of clothes. And rather than continually consuming, I would rather use what I have that I know that I already love. It's funny, actually last weekend, Memorial Day weekend, I had on a pair of shoes, those actual pink ones right back there. And my girlfriend said, I love those shoes, they are so cute. I stopped wearing those, and I've mentioned before, the black floral ones right here. I had stopped wearing these items that I knew I loved and I felt great wearing because I couldn't link them, or people would ask me, where did you get that? And I felt, it wasn't about the linking, it was more about I felt bad that I couldn't tell them where to get the exact item. There are plenty of bright pinky purple shoes out there. They don't have to be exactly that. Your color might be bright blue. I would love a bright blue pair, by the way. Maybe the dark floral doesn't work for you. You want a lighter one. I just kind of was like, why am I not using and wearing the things I truly love and that make me feel great just because I can't link the exact item? I get it. I'm like you. When I watch someone, I want to know exactly the exact item and I want to wear or use that exact item and I want to purchase that exact item they're talking about. But I've also kind of learned sometimes when someone links something that's similar, I like it just as much as the item they had. So I would rather share with you my genuine, true, what I love, rather than just feeling like I'm another person that's just trying to force a link down your throat or the exact item. Find something in your closet that is close, that is similar. It doesn't have to be that high heel, it doesn't have to be that color heel. Find what you love and really wear it. So we are going to talk about my 3 staple items that every season I have some sort of version of. So that's where this starts for me. And it really is an item that I can wear through all of the seasons. That might be spring right now. It might be summer, keeping in mind where I live in the summer, it is much cooler than a lot of places. And then fall, I can wear it, and I can wear it in winter. Now the variants might change. Let's take denim for an example. We all know that's a closet staple of mine and an item that I love. However, right now I wear more of an ankle length denim in the spring and summer. In the fall, I can use that same ankle length, but in the winter, I wear a longer jean. Also, the cut might be a little bit different. Some of my tried and true favorites are ones that I have had for many years, and I always grab those. It used to be in the summer when I went to the Cape, I would take all these different jeans with me, but I've learned over the years, I grab the same 3 pairs over and over, and I'm really only needing those maybe 2 or 3 nights a week, not during the day. I'm in a swimsuit and a cover-up 90% of the days there. So those 3 or 4 times, I've already washed those jeans and put them back. So I don't need 20 pairs of jeans with me to get me through a few months. Now, as I mentioned, I am kind of an ankle length girl. I'm a straight leg jean girl. If you've watched some of my videos, especially my fall and winter capsule, I love the Not Your Daughter straight leg Maryland jean. That is a tried and true for me for the fall and winter. However, through the spring and summertime, I gravitate towards a shorter length jean. So I like my Mother Dazzler jeans, or I like my Gap high rise vintage jeans. Those are some of my favorites. I will say the Gap ones are a little bit of an exception to the rule because I have a longer length that I wear in the winter. That is the one pair that in one style gets me through all year round. But I love denim. I love some form of denim. I don't care the shading. I do personally prefer a lighter wash and a distressed. Again, what works for you. Just because I like a distressed lighter wash, don't go out and get that. Get what you like, or find in your closet what you like, whether it's a darker denim, whether it's a flare leg, whether it's a wide leg, whether it's a boot cut, whether it's a skinny jean. If you like a skinny jean, wear a skinny jean. I still wear them, but definitely find what works for your body and for your style, and what, when you put it on, makes you smile and makes you feel good. Now, my number 2 item of my basics or staples is some sort of white tee. Now, if you see this one here, it is a graphic tee. I am a tried and true graphic tee girl. Sassy Queen is all I wear for graphic tees. I wear them in a size medium. Someone had asked me this previously. In a size medium, which is the one you're seeing here. I wear a size medium when I want to wear it with jeans and a little bit more of a fit. And then I wear a size large when I want to wear it with leggings or an oversized type of look. And a graphic tee might not be your thing, and I get that. Maybe just a classic tee is another thing that I wear. But I do have a classic white, gray, and black are my staples, but I have some that are in a boxier fit and some that are a more fitted fit. But some form of t-shirt. In the winter, I have long sleeve t-shirts. Right now, I'm in short sleeves. I will say most times through fall, spring, and summer, I am in a short sleeve tee. And I will say probably about 80% of that is some form of a graphic tee. Again, just my own personal style. It adds that little bit of something extra to an outfit, but some people might think that it looks too casual. So you have to take these items and really work them in to what makes you feel the best. Graphic makes me feel the best. My number 3 item that I will say that is my basic or my staple is some form of sneaker. And you might be saying, what? Did you just say sneakers? Yes, sneakers are totally different than they were when I was growing up. It is a great fashion statement. They are comfortable. I did a whole video on my 3 words that kind of describe my style, and they are comfortable, effortless, and chic. And right now, and again, this may change over the years, my style is always evolving. However, my 3 words are resonated within that. I can wear a t-shirt, a pair of jeans, and a pair of sneakers. I feel comfortable, I feel effortless, and I feel chic. I feel put together. I'm not talking about your, going out for a walk, your athletic sneakers. I am talking about some form of fashion sneaker. You might be able to see mine back there. I have Golden Goose, I have Gucci, I have Nike Dunks, I have, what's the other one? Jordans. I have a little bit of everything, New Balance. And I really think that right there resonates with my 3 words, and it is 3 items that I can simply grab and go and feel good in. Now let's take those 3 items that we already have that are our staples, and let's enhance those. Now, enhancements for me are items that kind of just take that level 1 step further. First one we'll talk about, the first item that I love for enhancing is a blazer. Now again, a blazer might not be your thing. It might be a moto jacket, a bomber jacket, a jean jacket. You choose what makes you feel great, but I always can wear all of those 3 items that we talked about in my basics and then add that blazer and just feel like, wow, that took that to another level. A part of why I like a blazer is a few things. It brings in a little bit of dimension to an outfit. For me, it does make me look just a little bit slimmer in through the waist because you are not seeing my full silhouette. It's kind of cutting in because of the white t-shirt and then whatever color blazer there is. I have so many blazers and I love them all. And it just is an item that I can throw on very easily, and it really helps me feel like I've enhanced my look. Now, the next item I'm going to talk about is my number 2 item that I think can really enhance a look. Now, not everyone loves this. It is kind of a personal preference, but I would say over the last 2 years, I have really learned to love a belt in an outfit. It can enhance a look. It makes it look just that little bit more put together, and it really can kind of bring an outfit together to really truly make it feel like it was all going to go together. But again, I am still feeling and resonating with my 3 words of comfortable, effortless, and chic. But when someone looks at me, I'm not just wearing jeans and a t-shirt with a pair of sneakers. It really just brings that outfit up a little bit with the belt and the blazer, or the belt or the blazer. It doesn't have to be all of them, but those items really, to me, can enhance a look. The last item that I find personally enhances a look a lot, or really kind of elevates your look, is a good way of saying it as well, is jewelry. Now, I am someone who I wear the same pieces over and over. However, I have invested in timeless pieces that are classics, that don't feel heavy, don't feel weighed down. And again, everyone's version of this is going to be different. I do have pieces that I hardly ever take off. I have my 2 bracelets that pretty much always stay on. I do always leave my watch on, and my 1 bracelet that's just difficult to get on and off on its own. However, I do, when I am going out, tend to add that extra little bracelet in the front. I add a few more rings on, or in addition to my wedding bands and my aura ring that I always have on. I always have 1 or 2 of this necklace that I have here that's from Roberto Coin. I have it in white gold and yellow gold, and I either wear them together or one or the other. Today, I just have on 1 because of the length of my tee and where that sits. And then I always throw on some form of pretty earring. Now for me, I do have 2 holes that I use on a regular basis. I always have a stud in my top one, and I do generally have some sort of longer hoop or something that kind of draws your attention to the ear a little bit. I like something that is definitely got a classic style to it, but maybe a little bit of a twist, like the more squared off earring of this. Just something that kind of catches your eye when my hair is down or when my hair is back, really can draw attention to it. Now, those items don't have to be a crazy expensive piece. You can find what works for you, find what you may already have. Sometimes I go in and find other pieces that I've already owned for years, and I kind of pull them out and mix and match them. Now, I will say kind of my necklaces, 1, 2, or both, and my earrings are the main things that I switch up. Every once in a while I switch my rings up, but my bracelets stay the same for the most part. My watch pretty much stays the same. So those items, when you find an item that you like, that is comfortable, it isn't heavy, it doesn't feel like it's in your way. I have just worn these. A lot of people would feel like what I wear on my wrist is very heavy and bulky. I wear them every day, so to me, I don't notice them, but you do what works for you. Find that jewelry that makes you feel good. Find that jewelry that you like wearing every day, whether it's in jeans, a t-shirt, and sneakers, or if you're in a more enhanced version like we're talking about here, that you just want it to step up a little notch. Now, taking it up even more of a notch from there is I like to think of what will elevate a look, even after what we're at. Now, talking about these items that more elevate your look, these are going to be pieces that add in maybe a little bit more texture, maybe a little bit more of a statement. They can be slightly sharper pieces. Maybe it brings in a bright color, as I talked about with those shoes back there. Maybe it brings in a metallic or some sort of different texture, suede, leather, things like that, that brings that in just takes that look yet again, that one more step up. Now, some of those things for me personally are changing out of those sneakers and something like that bright colored heel, or maybe even something as simple, if you are not into heels, as a flat, ballet flat shoe that has a pointed toe in a metallic, or maybe a bright colored shoe, same thing, but in a ballet flat. That as well works very well for me. You may be someone who likes a loafer that is more of a statement piece in a great leather with a buckle, or maybe you just love a good bootie or a boot or something like that. In the fall, that is one of my go-to items. So it really just depends. That elevated piece is something that probably is going to have more change to it seasonally, because maybe in the fall, you're gonna wear more of a bootie, and in the winter, and then maybe in the spring and summer, you're gonna wear more of a heel or maybe an open-toed wedge or something like that. So that can change with you as well. Now, always trust your own gut as to what looks best on you. You can ask other people. If you have a friend who you know you can trust that is going to give you an honest opinion, send a picture to her. Ask her what she thinks. I have family and friends and even people on Instagram that follow me that will send me a picture and say, what do you think of this? What type of shoes should go with this? What color should go with this? How should I change this? Like, I am here for you guys. If you have those questions or a picture, definitely send it over to me on Instagram. I am here to help you guys. However, take a photo of yourself, look at it yourself too, or ask that friend you really trust, and trust your own gut. If your friend, even though you know you can trust her, doesn't like something that when you put it on, you feel like yourself and you feel great in, trust your own gut. And here's the thing, we're all gonna make mistakes. We're all gonna make fashion mistakes. We are all gonna try things that don't work for us. I have tried many of outfits that I am like, oh, this is gonna be great. And I think it looks great. And I even wear it out. And then when I'm wearing it, I'm like, this just isn't me. So make sure you trust your gut. If bright pink isn't your color, don't get bright pink just because I have bright pink. Look at your closet, see what you have, and find those items, as I mentioned 100 times through this video, that make you feel good, just that they make you smile. I love nothing more than when I put an outfit on and I look at it and I go, yep, that was it. And that's what these items are doing that I'm talking about here. The next item I'm gonna talk about in these items that really elevate your look is a bag. Again, this does not have to be an expensive bag. This just has to be one that you love, that you resonate with, that makes you happy and makes you smile, as I talked about. Now, I personally have invested in both my shoes and in my bags, so I do have a lot that are more expensive. But then the other side is, I have those ones stacked right back there. They're not as expensive of bags, but I love them. And there are some that when I grab them, like I have a leopard print one, when I grab it, I'm like, yes, this just feels good. In that same point is, I sometimes love a crossbody bag. I sometimes want something that I can hold in my hand. Sometimes I want a little clutch. Sometimes I want a bigger tote bag. So it just kind of depends, but whatever that item is, especially going to these basics, I can use any of those styles with that basic outfit that I talked about that I had then enhanced and now elevated. Now, the number 3 item that I'm going to talk about that I personally think really elevates a look and gives you that little bit of something extra to really make yourself feel great is a perfume. Now, this isn't a clothing item, but it is an item that if you find a scent that you love, again, I personally am a Baccarat Rouge 540 X Grade. I have worn it for now 3 years straight. I have not touched another perfume since then. I have gone through 2 bottles and I love, 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 love it. I can't say enough good things about it. And it really resonates with me. That might not be your perfume. Your perfume might be one you have been wearing since you were however old, that you wore when you got engaged. I used to wear Michael Kors, the original one, was like my go-to scent for all of my 20s. And I just loved it. And it's that feeling of just feeling like you are that much more put together with that little spritz before you go out the door. It just, for me personally, elevates my look because it makes me stand taller, feel better, and just have that feeling of fully put together from head to toe. Now, again, find what you like as far as a perfume, different scents, different notes. It is next to impossible for me to describe notes and perfumes and scents and all of that. But go into stores, smell them, and don't just smell it on those little paper things. Spray it on your wrist, walk around, come back to it, and then decide. Because it does smell different on every single person. My sister-in-law's perfume, I love it on her. And the few times I've been like, let me try that, it does not work on me. I just feel like perfume is a very personal thing that you shouldn't really necessarily be getting recommendations through people online unless you know you like similar scents to them, because it is very relative and like different on each and every person and how it goes on your body and reacts with you. So that is my 3-3-3 method of my 3 basics, my 3 to enhance, and my 3 to elevate a look. This is not an exact science. Messing up is key to this because we are all going to mess up and try things that we think will work. They say that it takes 5 to 7 years to really hone in on your own style. I will say this has been fairly consistent. I have always worn jeans, t-shirt. The other things have kind of messed around a little bit, but the jeans and t-shirt have been fairly consistent for more than 5 years for me. However, things like the sneakers are new within the last 2 years. A blazer has been fairly consistent for about 5 or so, but you always can change these things. This is not a set in stone type of thing. Go with your gut, go with what makes you feel good. As our bodies change, as the seasons change, these items will change up, but the basis of these things for me is the same. So I hope you enjoyed this video and may have gotten some great ideas, or you might have gotten an idea to search your own closet for something. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I hope you have a great weekend.